I woke from a perplexing reverie and was immediately inspired to caption the vision for further examination. At a first impression, I wondered, was this truly a dream, or could it have been a lingering memory from the Earth Mind's memory bank? A historical account of the world before the Great Cleansing. This I cannot be certain of until I contemplate the symbolism of the dream just a little bit further. After tapping into my claircognizance, I was able to determine a temporal reference for the events that had transpired. It felt like the memory began in the early days of the 21st century, when a great bifurcation of the former human species began to occur. It was at the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and the energy of the house that Uranus ruled brought great revolution to humanity. This revolution inevitably made humanity come to terms with the stranglehold that had gripped them for millennia of rulership by their dark controllers. At that time, cosmic forces began intensifying greatly in their trajectory through the Earth's atmosphere, allowing for the rapid transformation of the Earth's bioenergetic grid. Plants, animals, and natural forms of intelligence shifted quickly into a completely unprecedented paradigm. And this would have caused a radical and near immediate evolutionary leap in the humans. However, the vast majority of humans had been severely crippled and cut off from their potential due to their unwavering entrainment into the degenerative processes and systems put in place by the dark controllers. These dark forces had been desperately working to thwart the organic evolution of Earth and sequester as much of the human species as possible into a synthetic reality where silicon, petroleum byproducts, and electromagnetic fields would be weaponized to vaccinate the human biological instrument from its soul. They wanted humanity to remain under their control, and the only way to do so was to cut off the innate source connection within each and every individual. The dark controllers were in no way interested in losing their food source, and were extremely technologically advanced and psychologically manipulative, so they had the means of crafting an artificial reality on a massive scale. The vast majority of humans fell victim to this plot, but fortunately not all of them. There were a few million humans that remembered their spiritual origins and used the cosmic forces present at that time to fuel their own transformation. These ones were known as the Sovereigns, and they were the proto-species that eventually evolved into the dominant species that currently live on Earth in the 46th century. The Sovereigns lived from their inherent connection to truth, refusing to acquiesce to the dark controllers' power institutions of that time. They questioned the lies that they were subjected to and found truth in the depths of their own being, allowing them to quietly align with the organic evolution that was taking place. The dark controllers hated the Sovereigns the most, but there was little that they could do to manipulate them, as they were immune to provocations of fear, guilt, and outrage. Engineered chaos came in the form of virulent pandemics, manufactured social unrest, food shortages, geoengineered weather crises, and of course, mass sacrifice rituals executed as heinous acts of intentional terrorism and regional wars. The fearful masses became even more dogmatically obedient, incapable of rational thought or critical thinking. Hateful propaganda was used to make the Sovereigns out to be dangerous martyrs. The obedient masses of humanity were set against them, as they were blamed for causing all of the crises and exasperating them. Conspiracy theorists and science deniers they were called, for the simple act of embodying their own truth and activating the higher potentials of their human biological instruments, remaining courageously defiant in the face of an ever-increasing totalitarian global regime. The propaganda was clever and deliberate, turning the mind-controlled masses into bloodthirsty hunters that sought to kill the sovereigns. But this plan did not work out so well. The sovereigns were aligned with the will of absolute truth, meaning that they tended to be at the right place at the right time, though some were killed, and quite horribly at that. Many of them were able to tune in to the subtle cues and energetic currents that guided them to where they needed to be, to places far from unrest and turmoil, where they could build sanctuary, forming a symbiotic ethos, blending ancient wisdom with true science in a fair, compassionate society.
Hi, I'm David Kahn, creator of The Age of Capricorn. A few months ago, I couldn't even draw a stick man, but I received a very clear message. Write, narrate, musically score, and animate a film. This is the first episode of many in The Age of Capricorn, where we will explore spiritual truths and offer a rare perspective of what is happening right now. We are at a time of incredible possibility, and we are all meant to be on Earth right now to help create a future rooted in truth, freedom, and prosperity. If you resonate with this message, there's a couple things that I highly recommend doing. Number one, click the subscribe button below, where you'll be the first to be kept in the loop on future episodes of The Age of Capricorn and all of the other spiritual goodies that I put on this page. Number two, check out my The Blade and Chalice podcast, where I explore spiritual teachings, esoteric traditions, and interview some fascinating guests to deliver crucial advice for the transitional times that we are living in. The link to the podcast is also in the description below. Number three, get your copy of the entire 16-minute audiobook for the first chapter of The Age of Capricorn, free of charge. Again, the link is in the description below. If you leave your email address, I can also send you from time to time some very, very important, powerful, and inspiring advice on how to align with your true purpose during these crucial times. Number four, check out my website, where I have plenty of resources and offer services like one-on-one mentoring and spiritual development courses. I've also got a blog there and have plenty of invocational music to really assist with aligning with the vibration of truth during these times. And finally, if you enjoyed watching this short film, it would mean the world to me if you could share it far and wide with your people. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.